Rose Mystic. What's up, Joya? Gail Jones in the house. Black Karma in now. Y'all gotta understand when this far I ain't got my glasses on. So if I butcher some of your names, my bad. ME, what's up? I can't see that name all the way. S.O.L. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody, I want to ask a question, right? So y'all know I love politics, things of that nature. I love politics. I want to be president. But I just listened to a couple people talk about what's going on. I gotta ask, y'all can hear me okay, right? I always ask that, technology, being technology, fight each other here and now. All right. Hey, Simply. So I was thinking about something. I was listening to a news broadcast, and they was talking about FEMA and things of that nature. But it looked good on that hole. There you go, Papa. They were talking about FEMA and everything, right? And they were saying how FEMA have no money to help the people in North Carolina. That's FEMA's job. But then I was thinking something. I'm always thinking. I'm a thinkologist. I was thinking about something, right? I said, what if, since they said that all the FEMA money, $1.some billion, was spent on the migrants coming in, shelter, food, cell phones, that type of stuff. What if the Democrats were so diabolical and so smart at their game? What if they depleted the FEMA fund on purpose? What if they depleted that fund on purpose in order for FEMA not to be able to enact martial law and take over when the government fails or when civil war starts? Assuming it will. I mean, pay attention to it. Throughout our history, we all been warned, been told that FEMA, if anything jump off, FEMA gonna take in. Natural disaster, FEMA take over. If the government can't do their job, FEMA take over. And to be honest, Hitler, and Google this, Adolf Hitler was over the FEMA in Germany. When Germany went to war, FEMA took over. That's how our boy Adolf Hitler rose to power, believe it or not. Now, what if the Democrats thought this shit out so good, and they say, well, let's bankrupt FEMA so they won't have the resources to take over? What can happen to bankrupt FEMA? So they have FEMA, they say, well, out of all the budgets that's going on in the government, what we can do is we can dig into the FEMA fund, because they got more than enough. And FEMA like, cool, okay, got it. We sitting at $1.some billion. The only thing we got to do is shut everything down, and we really don't use our budget. But what if the Democrats sat out there and gave away all FEMA's money to the point FEMA has no operation budget at all? Can't even help and assist the damn people that really need the help, because the Democrats done gave it away. Now FEMA making national news saying, hey, bitch, we ain't got no money. They spent it, they gave it away. We don't have an operation fund. Now you just took FEMA out of the game, so now FEMA can't declare martial law. You cripple FEMA. Now it goes down to the Democrat versus the Republican. There's no third party issue to stop it. I was just thinking, what if the Democrats were so diabolical that they came up with an idea to do that? I think we've been sleeping on the Democrats. They got some smart people. They smart. Because let's face it, and I don't know about you, I'm talking about me. If a revolution hit and martial law is in act, all my people, all my survivalists, preppers, everybody, we are trained to go after FEMA. We are trained to avoid FEMA camps. We are trained not to take the handout from FEMA. But if FEMA is non-existent, and that's what we prep for, that's what all the preppers in America have prepped for, all the militia and everybody else that, oh, when FEMA come, we done marked down FEMA's whole trade, how to work them, how to get their thing. But if FEMA is not going to be the one enacting martial law, taking our guns and doing whatever, I think they just crippled our fighting back ability. I think they just crippled the way to defend ourselves. Because we know FEMA's operating system. We don't know nobody else's. And keep in mind, these are military age fighting men that's over here. FEMA can put them back in the cage too. FEMA could shut down operations for them too. FEMA could say, hey, you guys can't come out your house because you guys are under martial law. You're not registered to fight under FEMA or anything like that. But in order for this plan to be reenacted, to take over the U.S., to get it, to fight, to whatever the hell they got planned, they had to cripple FEMA. And this is why FEMA doesn't have an operational budget right now. And this is why FEMA, it can't help those people in the Carolinas. It's not that they don't want to. It's that they say we don't have the money. And when the news people ask where the money went, they say it went to help the crisis with the migrants, to pay off the hotel people who let them sit in the hotel, to pay off the people who were going bankrupt supporting them. So, natural disaster. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna get a little bit of y'all comments on that. I just think about it. I'm driving home. I got 30 more minutes. What y'all think about that? Sides are crooked as hell. Crooked as a politician. Yeah, they say that in Forrest Gump. Crooked as a politician. But I was thinking about that, because why the fuck, the one thing that we have trained for as preppers, the one thing everybody is telling us on all these timelines and all these feeds, that you do not want to deal with FEMA. You do not want to trust FEMA. Everybody is saying FEMA is the enemy. But you just crippled FEMA. We have nobody to defend ourselves against, because now we're fighting a foreign enemy. Now, what if you do put guns in the hands of migrants, military age fighting men from Venezuela, Haiti, whatever, whoever is supposed to be on top? What if you, Ethiopians, Nigerians, well, I don't care. What if they do put guns in the hands of those guys, Ukrainians? What if? We don't know their operating system. We don't know who is pulling the strings. We don't know how they move. We have to learn a different cipher. We have to learn different codes. We have to learn different, who the enemy, who to trust. We don't know who to walk up and get clean water from, who to aid, who gonna put us on railroad carts and take us to a goddamn concentration camp. We don't know, because you just crippled the one that we were supposed to fight against, that we have trained. These militia boys out there, if you militia boys out there, I'm not a militia man. I'm just a prepper type cat. You militia guys, you guys gonna have to go back to the drawing board, because your enemy has been flanked. You're gonna have to learn who are the powers that be if you guys plan on standing a chance at defending yourself and your family. And put it out there so I can motherfucking know. I'm just saying. Trust our own. I got you, swag fam, but is our own prepped and prepared? Not too many of them let each other know. I don't mind you knowing that I got a little bit saved up. If you make it to my doorstep and I know me and you cool, you gonna get a plate of food. It ain't gonna be no luxury dinner, but your ass ain't gonna go hungry for 24 hours, I can tell you that. But people, we don't got an enemy to fight no more. We fighting foreigners. And I'm not talking about the people that come over to the country. I'm talking about the foreign government that's taking over this thing, man. FEMA, that was our number one go-to. Oh, avoid FEMA camp. Avoid FEMA. This is how the FEMA code cipher. This is what this means here. This is what I done read all that shit on the internet, the dark web or whatever the hell they post on TikTok. We all know about how to fight FEMA. But FEMA has no operating budget, so FEMA can't enact a damn thing at this point in the game. We have a whole new group of fighters, a whole new group of people who they can have armed and have walk the street telling us what to do. And we don't know their ciphers. We don't know their codes for clearing a building. We don't know if they good for us, if they bad for us. Only thing we know, these are going to be the people in uniform. We don't know if they're going to be the friendlies or they're going to be the enemies. And I'm telling you guys, I know some people out there know how to do deep dives. I just have ideas. I don't know how to do deep dives. But there's somebody out there with some deep dives that can truly sit up there and say, hey, since FEMA is out of the picture, because if you didn't know, FEMA is not coming to help you. There's a hurricane headed directly for Central Florida. That thing, we're directly in the path. They say it should get here by Wednesday, no later than Thursday. If something this bad knocked out North Carolina, we're here in Central Florida. It could knock out us. We could be in the same position. FEMA is not going to be the ones that I'm looking out for. I'm not going to be looking at no FEMA on the coast. I'm going to be looking at anything other than FEMA to knock on my door and say, hey, you need to evacuate. You need to do this. I don't want to go. I don't know where you're taking me, Playboy. I'll rough it out. I think I'm okay. But we don't know who to fight anymore. We know that there's a Venezuelan flux. They cleared out their prison. Asia, everybody cleared out their shit. We done hired them mercenaries to come over here and screw our women and take our food and work on behalf of the government, so to say, wink, wink, allegedly. My daddy told me don't trust FEMA. That's what I prep for. That's what I prep for, not to trust FEMA. FEMA is the bad guy, they say. FEMA enact martial law. FEMA take your guns. FEMA take your food if they want to. FEMA can distribute anything they want to do from you. This is what I heard growing up. So my whole focus goes when martial law enact, we know FEMA not to trust FEMA. But dog, they just bankrupt FEMA. The Democrats did it. FEMA got no operating budget. They can't put boots on the ground. They can't sit up there and arm military people to do what they want to do. They have no operating budget. And if FEMA do it, they're gonna say, well, we got men that's already here paid, report to this station right here. They're gonna be working on a secondary agenda. We need to tell our people, man, that we need to really focus on we need to figure out who the damn enemy gonna be when the shit hit the fan. Point blank, period. That's the whole thing. I'm just giving my take on it. Y'all may not agree. I don't know. I'm just giving my take on it. I like politics. I like looking at it. I love politics. If I'm going to watch TV, I'm not going to watch a movie. I'm going to watch political climate. I'm going to check the political tone. I just always like politics. But when I saw that FEMA doesn't have an operating budget and all the money went to the migrants to supply computers and cell phones, food stamps, medical service, housing, because that was the crisis in America, I think the Democrats did that on purpose to bankrupt FEMA so they wouldn't have an operating budget. That was one part of their diabolical plan. That's what I feel. That's what I think. I don't know for true. Whew. That's what I feel. That's what I think. Protect your family, bruh. Look at some of these comments while I can. We focus on guerrilla warfare. There you go. I hear that. Hey man, keep on. Blast and drive careful with you. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm always gonna drive careful. Appreciate it. Somebody done had a little accident. I'm just trying to tell everybody how FEMA, how I think the Democrats bankrupted FEMA. It was a plan for FEMA not to have no money, so when they enact their BS laws and shit, that they can really, FEMA can't react and do martial law when they start running the street, because whoever they brought over here, the illegal immigrants, migrants, whatever you want to look at them, FEMA could shut them down too. FEMA could do a no march in the street order and have them arrested, so they bankrupt FEMA's operating budget, because FEMA is broke. They FEMA say it can't afford to help the people in the North Carolinas. It can't even do anything. They got a no-fly zone because all of the politicians are over there with no-fly zones, and you can't really fuck with the politicians. You can't have no helicopters or news helicopters or anything while the president, vice president, any cabinet board member over there, everything got to be grounded. But FEMA's supposed to be able to move. FEMA's supposed to be able to move how they need to move. Don't they just give Ukraine another? Yep, they just did. But that wasn't a FEMA budget, that was a military budget. See, there's three parts of the government. And the one that handles natural disasters and homeland front, that's FEMA. So in the case the government goes down, FEMA have all rights in their manifesto to take over the government until government is back on top. But if FEMA doesn't have a budget, they can't do nothing. And they done bankrupted FEMA with this flux of migrants. So FEMA paid for its own demise. Diabolical, baby. I cannot be president. I shut all that shit down. Everything come through me. You want a tic-tac, bitch? Let me look at the tic-tac price. I'd scrutinize everybody. We want new gun. Use the same old one. Just pull the trigger. The bitch will work. Get more training on how to use the bitches. You don't need a new one. Same old gun work. I hate me as a I hate me as president. This whole world is twisted. But all jokes aside, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think I'm on to something? You guys think I'm on to something? Do you guys think they intentionally bankrupted FEMA so that they couldn't enact martial law? I think they did. I think they did. I don't know who to look out for, so I ain't going to nobody. I'm glad I stocked up on a little bit of food and a little bit of water, these 2-3 months of it. Yeah, just 2 months of water I stocked up on and food. Everybody, y'all be careful, man. Listen, I keep preaching. Find some form of community. Find some form of protection. To all my sisters out there, all my ladies, please get out your feelings and get some protection with family. Ladies, learn self-defense. Brothers, learn how to fight more than one person at one time. There's courses that teach you how to knock a bitch out and then jump on the other one to make sure your family and your woman's safe. Because I know in a stressful situation, I'm sure the fuck gonna want my woman next to me. Somebody gotta handle the pace and get the stress off me. I ain't letting you take my woman, man. You can take these shoes, you can take this boot, leave that woman there. That's a separate resource all in itself, y'all. Y'all don't know. That's a separate resource in itself, baby. I'm just saying. Y'all better learn to work together. Get out your feelings, get out your attitudes. Stop worrying about who hurt who. This thing is getting bad, man. This thing is getting bad. Ladies, if you got attitudes with men and the men can't say nothing to you, when you see them walking up the road, they say, hey, let you break that shit. Break that shit, because them other people, they not going to sit up there and think you cute with your wig and your hair and your eyes and your head. They going to be like, they told me to load your ass up on this train, get in that train. They may even take a little coochie from you, then put you back on the train, but your ass getting on that train, no doubt. Because they ain't got no obligation to you, no affinity to you whatsoever. they got their woman and they kids in a safe location. So, fellas, if you're sitting up here mad at the woman just because she done hurt you in the past, you better get out your damn feeling and learn how to protect these women. I'm just saying. I ain't mad no more. I done went through my little mad phase. I done got my little help. I ain't mad. Yeah, baby mama got me, ex-wife got me, girlfriend got me, but you know what? It's a whole nother one out there that won't get me. And I need to find that motherfucker there, boy. Y'all better get out y'all feelings. It is what it is. Time getting hard, boy. You gonna need somebody. Oh, men don't know how to fish no more. It's bullshit. Throw a string with some bait in that bitch and put it on your hand. If you feel a tug, pull it hard. It's easy. It's easy. Rip the guts out. Cut the stomach, pull the guts. Rinse him off. Throw him on some fire. Simple. Man, trust me, survival kick in, bitch, will surprise you. I'm just saying. We just gotta keep doing it. I'm telling you, man. Black men, black women get together. White men, white women get together. They'll form some type of community. It is what it is. Y'all foolish, boy. Y'all think, okay, y'all can do it by yourself because y'all got it like that. There's gonna be a lot of cocks getting goddamn swole up and a lot of holes getting rammed through if you're trying to do it on your own. It is what it is. I can tell you why black people still vote Democrat, because the Republicans ain't never said what the fuck they're gonna do for black people. They ain't said it. So the Democrats, although misinformed and misguided as they are, to answer your question, the Democrats say what they gonna do for black people and they don't ever do it. But the Republicans ain't never said shit they gonna do for black people. So black people don't have an affinity to vote for them. Only thing we doing, we understand their politics. We understand what they trying to do. But if they just sit up there and say, we gonna do this for the black folks in America, we gonna make sure this right here is it, they'll get every black vote on the planet. But nobody want to sit up there and say what they gonna do for black people but Democrat. So we gotta go with the devil we know, because we don't know what the hell the Republican gonna do. That's how it is. I've been a Republican a long time, but that qualified immunity and that purge shit, they not going to Beverly Hills, they not going to Champions Gate. Them bitches coming to the hood, south side, west side. They coming over there to run roughshod and delete people. So that's the only thing that got me off the whole Republican Party energy right there when Trump said that shit there. But I'm just being honest. That's the only reason black people still voted Democrat, because even though the Democrats do little bit what they say for black people, they still say they gonna do something for us. Republicans, they so snooty and they so headstrong, they don't say what they gonna do for black people. They don't give a fuck. They'll say what they'll do for a Cuban person or a Spanish person before they say what they'll do for a black person. So black people going with the devil they know. I mean, isn't that logical? Isn't that logical? Just saying. So you wonder why black people ain't stupid for voting Democrat. They just ain't got no other reason to vote Republican. That's it. Trump say he want to get the police an hour, one day, 24 hours or an hour, to go into the community and stop all looters and shoplifters and everything. He said he'll make sure that happen and get them qualified immunity. They can go and kill everything, arrest everybody, do what they want to do. To me, that sounds like the purge. Gonna be a lot of bloodshed, I can tell you that. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I just, I be thinking about shit, man, and it just come to my head when I'm driving, whatnot. And I just want to let you guys know, if you didn't know, with this. Nope. That's a no. That's trouble. But yeah, just to let you guys know, if you don't know, FEMA has no more money. The news said FEMA has no more money to support the people of the Carolinas, North Carolina, to assist them. They had a $1.8 billion budget. It is gone. They say they have no operating budget to help everybody. My personal belief is the Democrats purposely used that money on the migrants and everything because it was a crisis, and they purposely defunded FEMA so that FEMA can't take over. Now, this is the first time you heard it online, I guess. Maybe somebody else will start talking about it. I don't understand. I don't know. But that's just my personal beliefs. So share this with some political person. Maybe they can find out a little bit more. Again, I'm not so good at deep diving, finding out who did what. I just have a thought in my mind, and it's not spirit, just a regular old thought. Something that came up because I think. And I'll wait for your comments. I'm going to let you go because traffic getting up here around by this side. On the barrier, telling you guys to trust the you in the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. So, tribe, y'all be safe. Find your team, people. Find your tribe. Seriously.